I was told I needed surgery for late stage hemorrhoids. Instead, I found relief in 5 days using a natural method almost no one talks about. What if I told you the number one way people used to relieve their hemorrhoids before creams, surgeries, or pills? It was banned, not because it didn't work, but because it was too effective. Today, I want to share with you what I discovered after suffering from late stage hemorrhoids so painful that my doctor thought it might be cancer. Now, I call it the pressure protocol, and the key component, you can buy it for under 20 quid on Amazon. So how you doing? I'm Brian, a former elite cyclist turned coach. I've spent years studying the science of performance, inflammation, and recovery, but nothing prepared me for the 9 months I spent battling hemorrhoids. Now, at first it was just an irritation, then it became insanely uncomfortable, then painful, and eventually it was unbearable. The doctors, thought it was cancer. Now, the pain was constant with both internal and external hemorrhoids. Then, on one doctor's visit, I was red flagged for an urgent cancer screening. The only solution that I was offered was surgery, but something in me said, look, this isn't the answer. So I started looking, deeper, much deeper. I took a different route, and within 2 weeks, I had total relief from my symptoms. And within 2 months, my hemorrhoids were gone, and they have been ever since. And that was, a couple of years ago. So who is the Hemorrhoid Academy for? Now look, if you're a high performing professional, an entrepreneur who's silently suffering for hemorrhoids, then this would be for you. Also, people who've been pushing hard in life, working late, maybe skipping meals, over relying on coffee, takeouts, or even alcohol can be a big driver for this. As well as individuals who've been focused, on success. They've ignored the warning signs that their body has given them. And also, lastly, is those who've tried creams, fibre, or even surgery, and now they want a real root cause fix. So anyone ready to reclaim their health, restore their energy, and stop the pain from controlling their day would be suitable. Now, who is it not for? So if you're looking for a quick fix cream and you aren't ready to change anything, then it wouldn't be for you. If you're not willing to take ownership of your lifestyle as well, and if you expect someone else to do the healing for you, the Hemorrhoid Academy is not built in this way, and it wouldn't be suitable. Now look, I've tried everything. Creams, sitz baths, fibre, all the supplements. They gave some temporary relief, but nothing stuck. The truth is, most treatments for hemorrhoids only suppress the symptoms. They don't solve the problem. As colon rectal surgeon noted in 2010, topical agents may reduce irritation, but offer no impact on mechanical pressure or venous function. Now, that's when I realised this isn't just a bathroom issue, this is a full system failure. And unless you fix the system, symptoms will keep coming back, often worse than they were before. Now, creams treat the surface, this addresses pressure from the inside out. So, the breakthrough came when I started researching historical treatments. Now, after reading 47, 50 medical journals, and digging through public FDA records, I discovered a forgotten medical device that was standard in the early 1900s. Now, at the turn of the last century, the number one treatment for hemorrhoids was a medical grade rectal plug used to reposition tissue, relieve pressure, and allow healing. Now, it worked. It was non-surgical. It provided almost instant relief. But in the 1950s, it was pulled from the market, likely due to regulatory bans on low quality imports and pressure from the pharmaceutical industry. Now, when I found this research buried in old medical manuals, I ordered a modern equivalent and tried it myself. Now, I combined it with a natural anti-inflammatory coconut oil for lubrication and also healing benefits. Now, within minutes and then days, the pressure, it was gone, swelling reduced, pain eased. And that was pretty much when the pressure protocol was born. Okay, so let's get into what the pressure protocol is. Now, first of all, we've got mechanical pressure. This is the keystone. Most hemorrhoids are caused by increased pressure in the rectal veins due to straining, poor posture, and also tight tissue. The pressure protocol works by gently releasing that pressure. So 5 minutes per day using a repositioning tool plus coconut oil creates the space for your body to heal or start healing. Now, it's safe, natural, and used by pelvic floor specialists around the world. And personally, it took me around 3 weeks before I actually found the right timing. Now, next, we're looking into inflammation and gut health. So hemorrhoids are inflamed tissue, and many of us are unknowingly adding fuel to the fire. So through trial and error, I built a low inflammation diet specifically for hemorrhoid recovery. That means removing seed oils, processed sugar, alcohol, and then adding in foods that calm the immune system. Think leafy greens, omega-3s, turmeric, fermented veg, and hydrating meals that support bowel health. Now, when inflammation goes down, pain and swelling will follow. When I added liver support on week 2, that's when things really started to shift for me. Now, the third point is nervous system regulation. So the people I coach are normally busy, stressed, and literally wired for performance, but constant stress keeps the body in fight or flight. Now, that restricts blood flow and slows tissue repair. That's why we teach simple but powerful tools like box breathing, NSDR, and sunlight routines to shift your natural body into the healing state. Now, when your nervous system calms down, your body can do literally what it has been designed to do, and that's heal. So, number 4 is circulation and vascular support. Finally, hemorrhoids are really a blood flow issue. So, if blood pools in the veins, the pressure ultimately will build up. And we use a combination of walking 30 minutes a day, electrolytes for hydration, and I've mentioned before liver supporting herbs like dandelion and bitters, and also vein strength compounds like horse chestnut and rotten. That's how you rebuild healthy venous tone and reduce flare-ups long term. So the pressure protocol, it is simple micro habits that you integrate into your daily routine. This isn't a massive life-changing shift. It's less than 15, 20 minutes a day, and that'll give you, long-lasting relief. This isn't a quick fix or a secret supplement, okay? It's not about discovering something new. It's about rediscovering what has already worked. Now, as a former elite athlete and performance coach, I've spent my career studying how the body heals, whether that be under pressure, under stress, and under load. So when I faced late-stage hemorrhoids myself, I used the same mindset and went deep into both, modern science and also these forgotten historical practices. I found that some of the most effective methods for relieving pressure and restoring circulation were actually common medical practice at the turn of the last century. Now, they fell out of favour, not because they didn't work, but because the industry moved on. Now, what I've done is bring those insights together, okay? Not just what to do, but when and how to do it in a way that supports the entire system. So that's relieve the pressure, reduce the inflammation, restore circulation, reset the nervous system. And then the key one is we're really trying to address the root cause. Now, that's what makes the difference, and that's why it actually works. So if you're still watching, chances are this has struck a chord because you're serious about ending the pain and finding, real relief. So here's what you do next. Click the button below to book your free wellness audit with a member of our team. We'll look at, what you're currently doing, where your symptoms are coming from, and whether our system could actually help, based on your unique case. There's no pressure, no gimmicks, just clarity, empathy, and a clear next step for you. This quite literally changed my life, and it's changed others. If you're ready to finally treat the root cause, not just mask it, it might change yours too. So most people leave the call with a completely new understanding, of what's really causing their flare-ups. So I want you to feel confident about trying this. So here's my promise. If you complete the program, follow the steps, show up to the calls, and track your progress, and you don't feel significantly better by the end, I'll give you a full refund. No forms, no hoops, no hard feelings. This is a results-focused protocol. And if you do the work and it doesn't work for you, you shouldn't have to pay. So that's how confident I am in what we've built. Now, most treatments will manage the symptoms, but the pressure protocol supports healing at the root. Now, if you're ready for that, let's book that wellness call into the calendar, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks very much.